Good evening or morning or whatever the time it is. Don't matter. So I was watching YouTube. I do that a lot. I like to, see what's up. So, I'm gonna clip it. So, big shout out to what channel is this? Because since I'm using them, I'm gonna make sure they get credit. Credit. Charisma on Command. Basically, it's trying to teach you how to be a good person. Not a good person, likable person, or whatever. I don't know. I think if you have to take a class on likability, I mean, aren't you just either you're a dick or you're not, or you're cool or you're not, or can people change? Absolutely, but um, like likability. I mean, what? Who gets to decide what's likable? Some people like cats. Some people like dogs. Does that mean like if you're a cat person, you can't be a dog person? You can't be both, or one's better than the other? Um, just curious. But I did find what he had to say really interesting. Why can't I type stuff? I wanted to type stuff. Anyways, let's see. Where was it? Where'd it go? Okay, so this is Robert Downey Jr. He's an actor. He played Iron Man. That's what he's really famous for. Sherlock Holmes, of course. And he's done a lot of movies, really. I mean, I can't think of him off the top of my head. And even if I did, you probably wouldn't know him because, I mean, know them. He was a really big star in the part of the, Brat Pack, I think they called it. And then, he got drugs, alcohol, blah, blah, blah. Of course, some other things. And that's the funny thing. Tons of people do this, and just because he's in like the limelight, and then people just want to like, yeah. I just think it's, and this guy pretty much like tries to attack him for his past problems and stuff, and he does. He totally acts not like a jerk.
To help you deal with people in your life who are being passive aggressive. You can use this from anyone, from a friend to a coworker, someone that you've just met at a bar or a party. One simple caveat that I'll give you: this will work, but be careful when using this on people who have leverage over your life. For instance, your boss. Because, as you'll see, one of the steps and several of the steps are to call it out, walk away, and basically remove that person from your life.
See, now, this is the thing where, passive aggressiveness. Why is there passive aggressiveness? Period. If you got a problem with one, what happened to, honesty, being the best policy, or just being upfront and forward with how you feel? Do you have to be like, hey, bitch, I hate you? No, I'm not saying that, but you could be like, hey, back in the day, you gave me a crazy look, and I was like, why'd you look at me like that? And then you could, I mean, there's no reason for passive aggressiveness. Should there be a reason for all out war either? No, not necessarily. But in a world where we don't even talk to ourselves, and we, as children, we're supposed to picture perfect, gotta have your shit together when you clearly don't. I mean, if your shit's not together, your shit's not together. Why is it so important that you look so perfect? Like, why? Like, why is that important? Why does it matter, you know? I mean, it's getting there. Like, people are like, oh, yeah, who cares? Who cares? Robert Downey Jr. is an excellent actor. And just because he He has gone through some shit. Who hasn't? They just probably had they just probably had better bodyguards or better managers or better self-control. Anybody that tells you that they're perfect, they're just not. I don't care. Anybody who says they've been to rehab, they've relapsed. It's a thing. It happens. I'm not saying that, you know, people who say, "Oh, I went to rehab and now I'm perfect." No, no, you're not. You're doing something. It's just a fact. It's not bad or good. It just is, because we can't even, you know. I'm I put my truth out there. It's fucked up and whatever it is. It is what it is. But I honestly don't try to hurt people. I honestly try to do the right thing. Um, Unfortunately, the world around us likes to uh, manipulate or influence or control, whether it's your parents or your friends or whatever, and you can either, you know, go on blissfully with ignorance, which is perfectly fine. I don't I don't disagree with anybody that does. I think reading is a thing. It's a very important thing. It's unfortunate that we don't do enough of it. Personally, I think a lot of us don't know how to read. I do know how to read, by the way. And I'll just say, don't know how to read, because in some places reading is a lost art. And deception and those kinds of things are the, like, what? You can sit there and paint your canvas all roses if you want, but if you got ugliness inside, you don't stay ugly. And yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty upset about certain events, and I don't think that it's wrong to call a fucking spade a spade. If you're fucking dirty and you're playing dirty, then you're dirty. That's it. You're dirty. Don't lie. Don't try to sugarcoat it. Don't try to dress your shit up in, like, roses and perfume. Don't be mad at me because I'm okay with being who I am. Oh, what? And you're like, oh, well, if you're so okay with being who you are, why aren't you like blah, blah, blah? Why don't you shut the fuck up? At least I'm expressing myself. I'm expressing myself how I want to express myself. I will never express myself how other people want me to express myself. I don't need to do that. And if nobody fucking notices me, which everybody fucking does, but sure, paint that picture. You go ahead. I don't care. Because the people that, it's like mind over matter. The people who like me are the ones that matter. And the ones that I think I care about have no mind. So, they don't matter. I'm not talking to the people in the front rows or the people who refuse to see what's in front of their faces. I'm talking to the people in the back seats. I'm talking to the people in the nosebleeds. I'm talking to the people that care about my life, what I'm doing, whatever. Because they're going to notice whatever. And just because I don't want to be some rock star, superstar, whatever, or millionaire, whatever, or just because I don't want to, because I've changed my way of thinking and I don't want to have to hurt others, take from others, whatever, to, this is the stuff that lasts. Stuff that's organic. Oh, I'm going to turn this off. Because I totally just went on a different, thing. But, basically, in this video, he's just saying, keep your cool. And just be like, yeah, cool. No big deal. I'm sorry. If you're a jackass, you're a jackass. And I don't understand, like, am I saying that he should have, like, not, you know, am I saying that he should have, like, just stormed out and, like, oh my god, you're a fucking brr brr brr. No, but he could have totally said, dude, you're being a jackass. You can call someone a jackass and be totally calm. I'm totally calm right now. Some people are jackasses. Some people are assholes. Some girls are manipulative, maniacal bitches. It's a thing. I mean, I'm not mad. I'm not upset. Totally calm about it. That's my opinion. You don't have to. You can totally be cool as a cucumber, and call a spade a spade. Spade's a spade. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. You're money grubbing dick. You're a dick. I mean, sometimes it's just the way it is. And because you curse or because you do this or because you do that doesn't make you wrong or right. Doesn't make them wrong or right. I mean, people say, oh, you can't get angry. Why can't you get angry? If somebody hurt my family or somebody hurt my friends, I mean, you gosh dang right. I'm gonna be a little bit angry. I'm gonna, you know, I may not want revenge per se, but why aren't we calling people out on their shit? Why isn't that a thing? How many times, can you imagine if people had the knowledge or had the wherewithal to even if it's anonymously saying, like, look, this is my story, this is what's happening to me, this is what's going on in the world, and you know somebody could help you protect. And I'm not talking about me personally. I don't really care about me. Like, I mean, I care about me. I care about myself. But, and yes, I do. Like, I put my shit out there. I don't care. I've already heard, I've seen the negative feedback. And I got something for your negative feedback. It starts with F and it ends with you. Literally and figuratively. That was a really cool pun. Hey, Ryan. Dear Ryan, see that? Pun challenge. What? Because spell it out, it's you, and then YOU, starts with F, ends with U. See? Got it? Got it? And here's a doodle. I just think it's amazing how. Oy, oy, oy. And then, I know. Oh, because I'm telling people how to live their lives. I'm not telling how people to do shit. I just feel that people should be conscious of others. And yeah, if you don't want me to call you an asshole, don't act like an asshole. And just because you feel that you're on a certain level, people have been talking shit about uh monarchs and presidents and the powers that be from since the beginning of time. Ever since somebody got a bee in their bonnet. That's a thing, by the way. Since they got a bee in their bonnet about being powerful or whatever. People have been calling me. I mean, oh, King Henry, he is a fucking jackass. Blah blah blah. And what? Maybe if more people called him a jackass, maybe he would have been different. But everyone's like, oh, your highness, your highness. So then nothing happens. And then people think they have power that they don't even have. Or people think that they don't have power when they actually have all the power. I don't care what happened in the past. The past is the past. Bad shit happened, good shit happened. With everyone. Everyone, anything, everything. And the thing is, what am I doing about it now? I'm doing my own little thing. No, I'm not gonna. First of all, everyone's like, oh yeah, you gotta. If you're paying money for someone to pay attention to you, isn't that the epitome of the stuff that you're just talking about? You're saying, isn't that like kind of an oxymoron? You know, you gotta pay to be a. I, I just think that's like ridiculous. Like, you're gonna sit there and say that. I mean, that's hypocritical in its own self. You know, my message, it's gonna get out. I mean, how I feel or whatever, it's gonna get out. If I gotta tell everybody, I'll tell everybody. But think about how different it would be. Like, if a little girl or a little boy or anyone or anything, they were able to, speak how they feel, their truth, their whatever, and that shit could have got nipped in the bud. Maybe a mom that's stressed out because she's got to work two jobs. Like, why does a mom have to work two jobs anyway? You know. Anyways, I wrote some stuff on it, and this world makes it so, like, if you're not all flashy and fancy, then you don't get noticed because you got to be flashy and fancy, and then you're not even talking about anything that's of any importance. Gotta have a script. Gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta do this. For what? This is the way I'm creating change. I'm trying to be simple. Somebody once told me, a really wonderful person named Niyati, simple living, simple thinking. So you know what? If you're on YouTube and you just see some black screen, of course you're going to be like, fuck that. Fine, whatever. A lot of times, maybe you're just going to be multitasking. Maybe you're just going to be doing whatever. And, you can hear my words. To me, if I see a bunch of bullshit, it just deflects from the message that you're trying to give. I mean, no, there's no fancy music. It's just me talking to you or whoever's listening, wherever, whenever. Isn't that more like anybody can put on a dog and pony show? But how many people can be basic and that's like a double entendre? Because people are like, oh, acting like I'm basic. You should be glad you're basic. You should be basic. Because if you gotta fucking dress yourself up for people to like you, guess what? They don't like you. They just like what you can do for them. If you're basic and you're willing to fight for people, fight for what you believe in without any, I guess compensation. Have I asked for compensation? Yeah, a lot of times. Because I like what I do. I like being me. I like connecting with people. I like seeing the world for what it is. I like talking to people and thinking about things. And I think those kind of things should be celebrated. And it's really sad that it's not. And probably like 20, 30, 40 years from now, when I'm dead and gone and buried, somebody's going to find this on the internet, find it on YouTube, and they're going to be like, holy shit. She had a... Sorry. Allergies. Holy shit, she had a point. It's going to be too late. It seems like people before their time, they just... They always seem to get ostracized for whatever reason. Because you're not like other people. I don't want to be like other people. I just want to be me. So, I am upset. I'm upset that I'm upset that you know, if the world keeps going the way it's going, like, you know, there may not be a home. Why are uh, yeah. Anyways, it's like, but then everybody takes like, I was wrong about a lot of things. Like, I would say, money's evil. Get rid of money, but money's just a tool. The tool, I guess, to rate like what your worth in society is, I suppose. But it's sad because a lot of people contribute to society, but people don't count it as contributing to society. Many artists have suffered and died or not received any appreciation for the things that they do because unless you're, you know, bourgeois or you're selling your soul to the devil or you're giving someone some other favor some other how, then your art is not appreciated. Unless you're some fancy celebrity chef that's degrading everybody. And you know what the sad thing is? I've met Gordon Ramsay. He's actually so fucking nice. He is like the superest, nicest person. He was, oh my god, he was so nice. So fucking nice to me. But yet, on TV, he has to act like an asshole. Because that's the only way he can make money. Because if he was actually his real self, his true self, his nice self, nobody pays for that. No, they pay to get humiliated. They pay to watch people get humiliated and degraded. There's a fetish for that. Why don't you go be a part of that? And let people who just want to live their lives and be appreciated, be appreciated. There's so much talent in the world and so much beauty in the world and so much... Sorry. I just, yeah, I was just saying sorry about blowing my nose. Not sorry because I'm crying. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't have to fucking stick a bunch of freaking Vaseline in my eyes or some, what do they do? What is it called? Vapo rub in my eyes to cry. And if you do, you don't fucking have any feelings. But yet, go ahead. You know why you attack people that aren't like you? Because they actually are living life. I feel like I've had more experiences in the last 6 months in my parents' closet than I've had in my whole life. And if life is a game, then I've already won because I don't have some desire to be better, be stronger, be faster, be this, be that. I've done that. But I guess even just being yourself, you can. People won't even accept you, even if you're self. Even if you, I'm sorry. People won't accept you, even if you are yourself. So it's like, what's more important to you? You know? Even the Bible said, God granted humans free will, but even when you try to exercise those rights, you still get fucked. Literally. Wait, not literally. Metaphorically. Seriously, I'm being a good girl. At least in that area. Waiting for the one meant for me. Damn it. I've already did that game. I mean, if you like it, go ahead. I mean, I'm not saying it's not fun. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know what the world expects me to do. Or wants me to do. I mean, I get like different, you get one message that says like, hey, you know, be yourself. And then you get another message that says, hey, if you're fat and lazy, get off your fat ass and go run a mile. Dude, that's just not gonna happen. I already know I'm beautiful. I don't need to fucking run a mile to prove I'm beautiful. And if you can't see that, that sucks to be you. Go look at those Karma's a Bitch episodes. Those videos are awesome. People are fucking like, you can make a pile of shit look like a rose if you try hard enough. And the people that are looking at that, those are people I can deal with that. And I don't know what is going on. Like, I do feel a lot of things. Maybe I don't, can I put on my, smiley, rosy face and kowtow and prostrate myself in front of you? Yeah, I can. Anybody can if they want to, but it's fake. That's the shit you want. Go change the channel. Because the devil deserves more sympathy than all of us. Because I don't even know if the devil exists. I know the saying. No. Y'all made that. I think personally y'all made that shit up. And if the devil, the being, does exist, y'all owe him an apology. Because it's the shit you do. And you're like, the devil made me do it. Guess what? If I'm on trial, fine. I'm guilty. Boom. Guilty. Whatever. Whatever you want to charge me with, fine. I'm guilty. Fine. Guilty. Good. Cool. Can we, move on to the next stage? Because this stage is getting a little old. Anyways, have a lovely evening. And, my light always shines. It's you that refuse to see it. And you're right. It's not about me. It is about you. Go get a singing eye dog, dicks.